In case you're joining us in the future, watching this on YouTube or whatever, we are in the middle of the Olympics. We're all watching it. Some of us are related to the biggest female superstar athlete of all time.
It's me. I'm related to Simone Biles. I don't know where to go with that.
I don't either. You guys are both great in your own way. But we wanted to do a top 5 today on other things we can watch that are sporty once the Olympics have passed us by.
Yeah.
So today we are going to come up with a cumulative, collaborative top 5 list of the 5 best sports movies of all time.
Nice.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you guys have all submitted a handful to me, and I think there's a little bit of overlap, but a lot of differences too. So I think there might be some arguments about to be had.
Okay, well, since we started with Olympic talks, which just to clear it up, since there's obviously a ton of confusion, no, I'm not related to Simone Biles, you guys. Brittany's related to Katie Ledecky.
That's my cousin.
So I think speaking of the Olympics, we should start with Miracle.
I think it's not a bad idea. It's got a local tie-in.
Love it.
I mean, come on.
I see no problem with
Herb
this.
Brooks.
That's my number one with a bullet. So
Yes. My family loves to quote the speech. They try to do it at holiday events. It's awkward.
Does it
It's fine.
sound like this?
This is your time.
yes.
Their time is done. It's over.
It's
Yeah.
hard to do a Minnesota accent.
Yeah.
Do
well,
you believe in miracles?
That's a little over the top, but
I'm Al Michaels.
nailed it.
Sounded just like him.
yeah, I mean, Miracle, it had a lot of Minnesotans were in that event, Miracle on Ice. Of course, Herb Brooks from the East Side, a lot of Gophers players on there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a statue of him at Shields that moves that my child is terrified of.
Really?
Yeah. I'll get
One
you.
of many statues.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Well, this is definitely in the running.
I think so,
There's not a
yes.
lot of arguing going on, so let's put it there.
That's on
we'll
the
put
list.
it in blue pen. Brittany, how about you? What are you thinking?
I'm going with one that my dad owned like 4 DVDs, and we'd visit him every year, and we'd watch this one on repeat. It's Field of Dreams.
I got a quote from that one, too.
Baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, is a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good, and it could be again.
1989.
So
You
there's.
Go ahead.
Oh no! So, there's a line in there where they're talking. Though it's not even an important scene, but I used to really grab on the lines. And this woman they're arguing about which books to burn in their library, and she screams, "Let's step outside, you Nazi cow!" And I used to use that in elementary school, and I got in a lot of trouble.
No, Brittany, no.
This was this was in the 89. That's when I was in high school. This was a big deal, kind of before you guys' time, correct? But still made a difference to you guys? Have you watched it?
Yeah, have you watched it recently, anybody?
No.
This isn't even in the top 5 Kevin Costner sports films, in my opinion. It's really not a good movie.
Is it not?
It's really not.
I mean, and I also think that if we're going to, you can't do like all baseball, all football, whatever.
Sure.
Like, I feel like there gets to be one baseball movie, and I don't think that this is the one.
Wow, I disagree, but that happens a lot to me.
Well, as long as we're in the Kevin Costner baseball realm.
There you go. Let's get the best one.
Anybody feeling Bull Durham?
Oh, I thought you had a clip to play.
I
thought
do.
you were, okay, there we
I
go.
believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. I believe there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf and the designated hitter. I believe in the sweet spot, softcore pornography, opening your presents Christmas morning rather than Christmas Eve, and I believe in long, slow, deep, soft, wet kisses that last 3 days.
Is it?
Oh,
good.
that was hot.
Okay. But is it better than A League of Their Own? Is it better than Moneyball? Is it better than 42? I mean, these are some other like big baseball movies.
Major League.
Oh, there we go. Major League. If we're going to
League.
do a comedy movie, we got to talk about Major League.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
Just a bit outside.
And as long as we're talking baseball movies, I don't know if it's aged that well, but when I was a kid, Bad News Bears was kind of a big deal. It's got some salty things in it that you probably shouldn't say on film anymore, but it's still pretty darn funny, and it made a difference.
If we're going to narrow down baseball movies,
Okay.
I think that we can either go Sandlot,
Yeah.
Field of Dreams, or A League of Their Own. I feel like those are the three if we're going to pick a baseball one. Those
Would
are the
we
three.
say that Sandlot is a baseball movie or a dog movie? Because it feels like the real issue is with the dog. So I would say go A League of Their Own then, and that's my opinion. But I feel very emotional attached to Field of Dreams, but I'm ready to let it go.
I want A League of Their Own too. We almost got it in for when we were talking about
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks' birthday movie, best movies, and it's got to be on this list.
Do I hear Robert Redford in The Natural? Anybody?
It's a great movie, but
Mike, what do you think of this baseball narrow down?
I mean, if we're only going one baseball movie, I'm okay with Field of Dreams. I would say Major League should still be in the conversation for like the 5th spot on this list, but we'll see. But I think if we have to put one baseball movie in, throw it in at number 2 behind Miracle, A League of Their Own.
yay!
Okay, I'll write it down. So far on our list, we've got
Stressful.
Miracle, A League of Our Own. Do we hear a golf movie? Do we hear a basketball movie? Where are we going next with
Can
this?
we go football next?
think
Because
we
there's
need
a
to go
lot
football.
of football
Yeah,
We need to go
Mike, what do you
football.
think for football?
I love Rudy. I love Remember the Titans.
I ain't saying that I'm perfect, because I'm not. And I ain't gonna never be. None of us are. But we have won every single game we have played till now. So this team is perfect.
That line is perfect. That movie is perfect. I would say both of them should be in the mix, but Rudy and Remember the Titans are neck and neck for me. Your 2 thoughts?
Remember the Titans and Friday Night Lights are kind of my 2 football movies. And Waterboy, does that count?
I got
Ooh,
Rudy.
Waterboy.
Rudy has to go in there, you guys. Rudy makes me cry. It's so good.
I'm good with Rudy.
Rocco.
My favorite football movie is Horse Feathers with the Marx Brothers, but I'll if there's momentum for Rudy, we can go with it.
All right.
Are we going with Rudy?
I begrudgingly acquiesce
Yeah.
to this request.
Rudy.
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 All right. So far, we're feeling pretty good about these 3: Miracle, Field of Dreams, and Rudy.
I think I had.
Go ahead. I was
No.
going to say on your list was Air Bud.
I was just
dog
going to
who
say.
needed a home.
That's so
A
Rocco.
boy who needed a friend.
Hey, boy. Good boy.
And the
great
game
film.
that brought them together.
You like basketball?
Oh, yeah.
Rocco, you and I are on the same page because I was going to say we need a basketball one.
1997.
I'm sorry. Do you guys have a dog that played a sport like actually competitively? Because then, if so, bring that to the table.
I've got aliens that played a sport competitively. But Space Jam.
Everybody get
Also
up.
on my list.
Of course it is.
All right.
I say Space Jam makes the list over Air Bud.
Well, out of those 2, yes. But there are so many
If
other
we-
movies.
I guess if I'm going to pull a Kendall, okay, if we have to pick 2.
No.
would you place that?
No. I mean, okay, wait. I don't like either of these. Can we go to horse movies? Seabiscuit, left field. I know, but like, neither of those can. I love those movies, but they can't be in a top 5.
If we're going to do horse movies, Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, and I will not go into detail about it because nobody else has seen it.
I've never
Over
heard of it.
Seabiscuit?
Seabiscuit's amazing. Are you kidding me?
Over Remember the Titans, we don't have to make it each sport. Just a reminder, because
true.
Rudy's in, we can still do Remember the Titans.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, horse racing would not have peaked in my brain.
Oh my gosh, it's so good though. See, nobody. I'm alone. I'm on an island.
You're on an island.
You feel like Brittany?
If you agree with me, put it in the comments because I want to know that I'm not on an island. Okay, fine. How about golf? Caddyshack?
I think that is in the conversation.
195 yards left, and looks like he's got about an 8 iron. This crowd has gone deathly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
I feel like if Major League can't be in, then Caddyshack has to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need a comedy.
I need a
And
comedy.
those are 2 that should be neck and neck.
Yeah. I mean, we do that over Happy Gilmore, I guess. I know a lot of people
And Tin
have.
Cup.
Dodgeball.
Oh, dodge a ball. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You know, before we get too far away from basketball, Hoosiers was kind of a big deal.
I know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're doing documentaries, but Roger Ebert called Hoop Dreams the best film of the 90s.
No, documentary is out.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. I see that.
Do we want to revisit any of the Airbus?
I have a weird left fielder.
Okay.
What if I told you the movie that is still in theaters that has currently entered the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time was a sports movie?
Deadpool?
Inside Out 2.
Oh, no.
Have you guys seen it?
It's about hockey, right?
The entire movie is about a hockey camp. She's going through all these emotions trying to make a high school hockey team. That is a sports movie. It's about hockey. She's from Minnesota, and it is one of the highest grossing movies of all time.
Then Airbud's back in.
Yes! What the hell? Inside Out 2?
I'm saying,
That's
that's a
a
sports
high
movie.
We haven't mentioned one.
Uh-oh.
Rocky.
Oh, Rocky,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like the guy says, you're gonna eat lightning and you're gonna crap thunder. You're gonna become a very dangerous person.
Adrian!
Well, what if I said to you, our top 5 right now could look like this: Miracle, League of Their Own, Rudy, Caddyshack, and Rocky? That feels pretty good, doesn't
That
it?
feels pretty good. And if we had 6, Airbud 3.
Yeah, for sure.
Wasn't there
Throw
an
Bring It On
Airbud
in
where he
there.
played soccer?
Oh, yeah,
Fast
it was
and
all
the
of them.
Furious. Yeah.
Throw Bring It On in there. We could do some She's the Man.
I think this is a solid top 5. This was a hard category. We really went broad on this, and then we did our sports movie. I think we owe ourselves a round of applause.
Don't worry. I do remember the Titans. Unlike everybody else,
Hey, I want to
remember
remember
the
the Titans. Not top 5 because I only wanted one football movie. Sorry.
Well, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, please throw them in the comments. Good or bad, we just like attention, so go for it. Round of applause, you guys. We did
Yes,
another
we did
top
it.
5
Thank you,
at 5.
Rocco. Thank you.